We are in Venice Beach. As you can see, Venice Beach, beautiful background, Venice Beach here in California. I wanted to come to you this week with a video at a new location because #locations, and let you see the beauty of this sunset while we are here at Venice Beach. Before we get into the video today, which is going to be my top 3 reasons for moving to LA or for relocating if you've been thinking about it, before we get into it, let's go ahead and subscribe. For one, go ahead and hit subscribe if you are not already a part of the family, a part of the community. Would love to have you here. Of course, you already know you can text me 216-309-2341. You can email me, y'all. I'm not hard to reach yet. And I keep saying that, but one day, y'all, I'm not going to be able to just be easily reachable. But for now, you can email me. I speak at RamonaJSmith.com. And you know for sure, if you miss me on the email, if you miss me on the DM, you can definitely just visit the website, RamonaJSmith.com. Instagram is at RamonaJSmith1. Let's get right into it. Today's video is my top 3 reasons for moving back to LA. As mentioned before, it doesn't have to be Los Angeles. It doesn't have to be California. It can be anywhere that you are thinking about moving, but for some reason you haven't done it already. I know a lot of people are doing international moves now. A lot of people are going to Thailand and Bali and Ghana and Nigeria and Finland and Sweden and all these beautiful places outside of the United States. If you are one of those people who have just been really thinking about why you should move out of your city, out of your state, out of your country, these are 3 reasons for you as well. I lived in Los Angeles years ago. I was much younger than I am now. I was in my early 20s, and now I am in my mid 30s, but I moved to LA in my early 20s. I moved to LA, but I didn't have a plan. I didn't have a degree. I didn't have the title of world champion of public speaking, but baby, I had dreams, I had goals, I had passion, I had youth. Not saying that I'm an old lady, but when you have youth and you don't have any responsibilities, that's a great time for you to make a move. But even now, where I do have a son and where I do have a business, it was still a good time. When I moved when I was in my 20s, it was pure D passion. It was like, I'm going to LA, I'm gonna do it. Y'all couldn't tell me that I was not gonna be the next Halle Berry at the time. I know if you're watching this and you don't know who Halle Berry is, let's just say whoever the most popular actress is right now in Hollywood. I don't know. But back then for me, it was Halle Berry. You couldn't tell me when I moved to LA at 23, 24 that I wasn't going to be discovered in Hollywood. I wasn't going to make it. I wasn't going to be the biggest, brightest, next shining star. But that is the gift and the curse. The gift of youth is you think you are invincible. You think you are immortal. The curse is once you hit the ground running and you actually get to where you're going, you realize you still have a lot of learning to do. Some things are lucky and other things skill, talent, and networking. So reason number 3, I'm gonna go 3, 2, 1. Reason number 3 for me moving to California from Houston, relocating from Houston to LA, reason number 3 was a redo, y'all. A redo. As I mentioned, when I first moved out here in my early 20s, I didn't have anything. I had 2 suitcases and a whole lot of dreams, a whole lot of hope, and it didn't really get me anywhere. And you know what? Let me not say that, because I did write my first book called Shine Sister Shine when I was out here in LA. I did learn a lot about myself, and I did get some experiences which have shaped me into the woman that I am now, but I didn't have the experience that I have now. So a redo. Fast forwarding, coming to LA in my mid 30s, it's like I'm ready. So I'm getting that redo. I'm getting that second chance. I'm getting that redemption. Now I have the confidence within myself to say, look, Whatever I felt like I couldn't do back then, I know I can do it now. I have the confidence, I have the confirmation, I have the titles, I have the education. I have about 10 years more experience than I had when I was out here before. So I'm coming back stronger. I'm coming back wiser. I'm coming back more chill. Now it's not like, go, go, go. You got to get it in a day. Like, as soon as I get here, I have to make everything happen and I have to receive all this success overnight. With age comes wisdom, young people who are watching this, and you think 30 is so old, but with age comes wisdom. I'm not trying to rush. It's not a sprint. I know that it's a marathon. Shout out to Nipsey Hussle, RIP, but it's a marathon. So I'm coming out here now for the redo, for the redemption. Everything that I couldn't do when I was 23, baby, in my 30s, I know I can do it now because of the confidence that I have, because of the degrees that I've earned, because of the travel, because now I have more motivation, definitely for the redo. So perhaps maybe last year you wanted to move out of state, out of city, out of country, but maybe you didn't feel like you were ready. Or maybe you went somewhere and you just felt like, I'm here, but it's just not what I thought it was going to be. So maybe you went back home. Now, if you're not in the city or state or country where you want to be, this is the time where you develop yourself. This is the time where you rebuild yourself. This is the time where you prepare yourself for this new adventure. So if you felt like you weren't ready the first time, I encourage you to properly prepare so that the next time you can go and you can kill it with flying colors. So do it for the redo. The second reason I moved out to LA was because of being so comfortable in Houston. Number two, getting outside of my comfort zone. I'm originally from Cleveland, Ohio. Midwest girl, and I moved to Houston once I finally got my degree. For those of you who don't know, I was a late bloomer. I didn't get my bachelor's degree until I was 30 years old, and then I moved to Houston. I was in Houston for 7 years. I had reached some highs, I had experienced some things, but I had got comfortable. And when you get comfortable, you don't have those levels of energy, and my passion had kind of peaked, and I wasn't pushing myself and challenging myself the way I know I needed to. But when my partner suggested that, hey, you trying to go to LA? I'm like, sure, why not? It was like, yes, I needed that spark. I needed something to look forward to. I needed something to hold on to, something to make me excited again. Because for those 7 years, I had became a Southerner. I had became a Southern woman. I had gotten used to the kind of slower Southern lifestyle. Yes, Houston is still a big, vibrant, busy city, but it's still in the South. It's still a little more laid back. And honestly, I got comfortable. And when we get in our comfort zones, we are not going as hard as we possibly can. So the second reason why I wanted to relocate to LA once again was because I knew that I had got stuck in my comfort zone and I was not tapping out my potential. I was not going full force. I was not taking advantage of all these opportunities out here. I had gotten very comfortable. So that's reason number two. I got comfortable, and I know that I knew deep down there's still more. I still feel like in my 30s, I still have not reached my peak. I still have not reached my prime. There's still so much more to do. I wanted to challenge myself and to see which envelopes can I push now? How much more can I improve? How can I increase my skills? How can I increase my income? How can I push my limitations and see how far I can actually go? That's reason number two. And reason number one for moving out to Los Angeles, for picking up everything that I had built for the past 7 years in Houston, the number one reason why I relocated to Los Angeles from Houston is you only get one life. You only get one life. I know recently there's been a lot of plane crashes. There's been a lot of people losing their lives in their 40s prematurely. There's been so much going on in the world where people's lives are cut off short. The one thing about me, I don't want to die with my music still inside of me. That means I don't want to die with all these speeches and all this inspiration and all this hope and all this passion inside of me. I got to get it out. I got to get out my dreams. I got to be good, G-O-O-D, get out my dreams. And I knew that coming to Los Angeles would allow me another chance to just say, hey, I don't want to be the person that's asking what if. What if I would have moved back to LA? What if I would have tried it again? What if I would have left Houston and got this great do-over in Los Angeles? I didn't want to ask the question, what if? If you are thinking about taking a chance, taking a risk, taking a leap, it is going to be challenging. It is going to be hard. I'm having to reestablish my business and my brand in another city. That's not easy. People know me as the world champion in small circles, but in the grand scheme of things, I have to reestablish myself. That means I have to rebuild my network. I have to reach out to new companies, new business. I have to prove myself again in another city, but that's not a problem because I know who I am. So if you are a person who's thinking about taking that leap, taking that risk, moving, starting over, starting something new, do it. Do it, because you don't want to do it when it's too late. As y'all can see, I think the sun has went down. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this video off right here. But if you are looking for redemption, go ahead, move, try it again. You may have moved out of state, out of town, out of country, and it didn't work out. It's okay. Get your skills up, step your game up, level up, try again. Maybe you've been stuck in your comfort zone for way too long and you just got comfortable and you haven't been pushing yourself. Move, do it, go. You only get one life to live. I wouldn't care if you were watching this and you were 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, all the way up to 95, 105. You get one life. You do not want to leave this life with regrets. You do not want to leave this life with your music still inside of you. You get one life. Live it to the fullest. Do your best. Even when it gets hard, know that it's always going to get better. As always, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell to make sure you never miss a video. We are uploading weekly, y'all. We've been consistent 10 years. It's a 10-year journey. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, of course. And you already know, you can text me. I'll be waiting for your text. 216-309-2341. Email me if you want to email me. I speak at RamonaJSmith.com. I check my emails every day. They come right to my phone. I'm waiting to hear from you. Visit my website, RamonaJSmith.com. I'm always having some type of webinar, some type of event, some type of coaching program. Would love to have you as a new client. Would love to have you join the family here on YouTube as well. Hey, live your dreams. It's hard, it's challenging, it's difficult, but you will not regret it. When you are on your deathbed, do you really want to be the person saying, I wish I would have, I wish I should have, I wish I could have? Don't be that person. Be the person that goes after it, that perseveres, that remains still standing, that is resilient, and that has beautiful stories and experiences to share with your children and your grandchildren. What legacy do you want to leave? Don't be afraid. All right, y'all. I will see y'all next week.
Yeah, I'm a world champion, baby. I bet I can breathe.